Hey y'all, welcome back to White Mountains Livestock. Now, in this episode, we're going to do something a little bit different. This time, I'm going to show y'all exactly how to hatch duck eggs. We're going to throw them in the incubator. We're going to see what happens. It's all coming up. Hey y'all, welcome back to White Mountains Livestock. Now, in this episode, like I said in the intro, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to take these 3 duck eggs right here. We're going to toss them in that incubator, and we're going to hatch them out. See what kind of hatch rates we get. All 3 of these were just laid by our ducks this morning. But before we get into that, first off, if you're new here, I want to say welcome. We're glad to have you. Thanks for stopping by. Now, while you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that bell notification icon, I'll go get you a glass of iced tea. Now, we'll get the light on here, see if it helps a little bit. Now, let's get right into it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're using this little Brinsea Mini 2 Advance. Let me go ahead and move this camera here so you can get a better look at it. Okay, don't mind all the crap around it. It's kind of a mess in here. But this is what we're using. And actually, we're going to hatch 2 eggs because I just knocked one off onto the floor. So, yeah, we're hatching 2. So, and I don't want to go out and get another one. So, we're using this Brinsea Mini 2 Advance incubator. There's 7 eggs. Okay, there's no humidity gauge, none of that. Now, I have this set up right now for 99.5 degrees Fahrenheit for 28 days. Now, with duck eggs, you want it at 95 or 99.5% or degrees Fahrenheit. It takes 28 days for them things to incubate and hatch. Okay, you want them to turn at least 4 times a day. Now, this has an automatic egg turner in it, so we will be using that. I've got it set to turn every 180 minutes. Okay, so it'll get us our 4 turns a day. Now, this will sit, so all we do is we just put the water into this little cup right here. It goes inside, fills that up. Now there's a little fill line in there. This thing has been used a million times. There's a little fill line in there that if you can see it, you want to stay to that fill line. You do not want to go over it until your last 3 days of incubation, okay? Because that's going to jack up your humidity. And you want that humidity high for the last 3 days when your ducks or your chickens are getting ready to hatch out. Okay, it's going to keep the membrane inside that egg soft enough that they can break through it. Okay, so this is almost up to temperature. We're at 98.4 right now. So all we're going to do is we're going to take these 2 eggs right here now. Was going to be 3. That sucks. I'm going to get in trouble now because there's egg all over the floor. These are not washed, okay? We're just going to open this up, just like that. And we're going to set them eggs right in there. We're going to close that down and make sure we're seated onto our egg turner. Okay, we're going to make sure that this piece right back here on this egg turner is seated properly. Okay, right there. We're going to make sure that that's seated down here properly so it grabs onto the teeth on this turner and actually turns it. Now, we got the heat in there, okay? We're actually at 98.9 right now, so we're real good. Now, the next thing we got to do is we need to get the water in here, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and grab a glass. Now, so we got this stuff set up. We got the egg turner set up. We got the temperature set up. We got the water in. So we're good to go. All we got to do now is just let it sit here. We can keep an eye on this water and top it up whenever it needs it. Other than that, we just sit here for the next 28 days. Well, 25 days before we have to do anything else other than fill this water. But I want to go through this menu on this thing and show you exactly how it is that we set this up. Now, this is the Brinsea Mini 2 Advance. Okay, I love this thing for a small incubator. If you're not doing like 100, 200 chicks, you know, you just want to do 7 or less, this incubator is a great option. Okay, so let me go ahead and go through this menu with you. Hopefully you'll be able to read it. Oh yeah, kind of. Get the wife's little smelly thing out of here. So what you're going to do is you're going to hit these 2 buttons right here. Okay, that's going to bring you to your temperature control. So when you hit OK, Now you set your temperature. Okay, you can hit up, the up arrow to increase it, or the minus to decrease it, and then hit OK. Days, same thing. Okay, hit OK on that, it brings it up. We're set for 28 days. Plus, minus, increase, decrease, same thing. Our T mode, that's your turning. Okay, so we're on automatic right now. Okay, our turn interval, we're at 180 minutes. Our turn angle, we're actually turning at 20 degrees. Now you can increase or decrease that as you want, and then hit OK to save it. Alarm high, this is if your temperature alarm. Okay, if it gets too high, for us, if we're 3.6 degrees higher than what we're supposed to be, this thing's going to start beeping. It's annoying as hell. Same thing for the low alarm. Okay, 5.4 degrees low. Cooling, now this does have a cooler on it. Okay, we do not use it. And then centigrade or Fahrenheit. You're going to display Fahrenheit and then hit save. And that's it. This little thing right here spinning, that's going to tell you that your egg turner is active. Okay, that's counting down. That's your egg turner. Your T, that's your temperature, 99.5, and it's right now 0.6, and then day 28. When that gets down to 3 days left, you're going to turn that egg turner off, and then you're going to go ahead and you're going to take the water in here, and you're going to bring it all the way to the top. Okay, because that's going to increase the humidity inside. Now, typically, if you've got a fancy one, you're going to be at about 90 or about 55.5% relative humidity. For us, this one does not have the humidity temperature gauge or humidity gauge, so we keep it right there, and we get the humidity that we want. We've been able to successfully hatch chickens, guinea hens, all of that. Okay, and that's it. Now, the turner itself, it's got a gear back here in the back. I showed you a little earlier. Okay, and that gear is powered by the motor in this little tower. So once that timer gets on, that thing is going to kick on. It's going to grab these teeth right here on the bottom, right in here, and it's going to turn this thing. Okay, it's going to turn it until the eggs reach 20-degree angle turn, and then it's going to stop. All right, I love this incubator. This thing is absolutely amazing for small stuff. I mean, if you're going to be hatching out a couple hundred chickens, I absolutely would not recommend this if you're going to be hatching out a couple hundred chickens. But in this, you can do 7 at a time. It takes 21 days for chickens, 28 days for ducks. Okay, those are the big things that we're incubating right now because, well, shoot, that's what we got. So that's how you set up your incubation for your duck eggs and the Brinsea Mini 2 Advanced Incubator. Okay, now in 28 days when these things should hatch, we're going to be coming back here and we're going to check this thing out. I'm going to try and get some video of these little ducklings coming out of this eggs, and we're going to see what happens. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you stopping by. Again, if you're new here or if you watch all the time and you haven't yet hit that subscribe button, go ahead and do that. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification icon, and we're grateful for that. Also, if you have any questions about incubating, I do have an article on our website on incubating. It's got the list of the temperatures and the days for incubation, all that. I will add the link to that article in the description below. Also, if you're also curious how we did our pallet chicken coop, check out this link up here. That'll link right to it. I'll also put some more good stuff about pigs and all that good stuff in the end screen for y'all, alright? Anyway, y'all, appreciate you stopping by, and we'll see you next time.